Hi everyone. Today I will complete your general readings for the month of January. So this reading is going to be for Aquarius, Gemini and Libra, and down the bottom we have Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio. So nothing else to be said. I'm just going to get straight into your reading, and as I said, we're going to start with Aquarius. Please remember that all of these readings are general. They may apply to some of you, but it will not be for everybody, okay? Never try to make the tarot be your story. If it fits, it fits. So Aquarius. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Star card. And we have the High Priestess. So we have two majors, okay? So January is quite an important month for you, Aquarius. Now look, the Six of Swords is a card about moving away from something that has felt very turbulent, okay? Something that's, so it's saying that you've been through some rough water, okay? And it's all about trying to get to a calm place. Now, as I always say with the Six of Swords, it isn't always about removing yourself physically from a situation. Sometimes it can be, of course. But the swords are very much to do with our thoughts, our logic, and our communication. So it can very much talk about how there may have been an issue with you and another individual. And you've both gone through a very turbulent time, okay? There may have been, a lot of confusion, a lack of clarity, lots of arguments, shouting. This other person does not have to be a personal relationship. It could be somebody you work with. It could be a friend. It could be a family member, okay? It can be anybody in your life. But the thing to remember with the Six of Swords, as I said, it's not always physical movement. Although in the picture, you see that there is a man in the boat. But for me, that's more about trying to get across that he is trying to get to calmer waters. So he's doing whatever he possibly can to remove himself from a situation that has become very difficult, very toxic. Now, sometimes that will mean you've got to remove yourself from a situation, that you've got to take a time out, okay? And maybe, an element of separation time is required. The Star card is the card, it is that wish upon a star. It is about wish fulfillment, having a wish granted. But the Star card is also a card about healing. It can be a card, that's very much to do with healing oneself after going through, as I've just spoke about, something that has been very difficult and very turbulent. Now, we've got the High Priestess there, and she is known to be the keeper of secrets. And for her to show up, the advice there really is for you to retreat and take some time to reflect. Retreat, reflect, and with the Star card there, heal, okay? Because the High Priestess, she's telling you that you need to reflect upon this situation. And you need to allow your, and trust your inner instincts to guide you through this time. Because things are not what they appear to be right now. So At this time, it's in your best interest, Aquarius, not to take any direct course of action. To sit back, as I said with the High Priestess, to retreat and to reflect upon things, okay? Something turbulent has taken place, okay? You've gone through this period of time. Now it is about reflecting, healing, and most importantly, trusting your gut feeling. Pay attention to your instincts, because, as I said, things are not what they appear to be. Moving on to Gemini. Gemini, let's have a look at your cards. If I can pick them up, we will be okay. So, we have Justice. We have the Sun. And we have the Queen of Wands. Justice. When justice shows up, it suggests that an injustice has been done. That you may feel that someone has treated you unfairly. That the scales have not been evenly balanced here. Now look, for some of you, it could be that you've been going through some dispute, okay? Some legal dispute. Some of you, it has to be said, may be going through a divorce. So some of you may literally have been dealing with the justice system. For others of you, the justice card can show up, as I said, when a wrong needs to be righted, okay? So when it shows up, and especially in the upright, we can assume that, as I said, a wrong is going to be made right. We have the Sun card there, which is fantastic. You know, the Sun card, you'll hear other tarot readers tell you it can be, well, it is one of the most positive cards in the tarot. Again, it is about healing. It's about rejuvenating, okay? So for the Sun card to appear alongside the Justice card, it makes me feel that things are going to work out as you plan. Now, don't assume that everything will be made good in this month of January, because sometimes it can take a bit longer. You know, there's no set time with tarot. I'm doing these readings for this month in January. It may take a little bit longer. The Queen of Wands there. Now, it could very well be that you've been dealing with a fire sign, an Aries, a Leo, a Sag. Either in regards to the fact that this fire sign may very well have been the one that's wronged you. It may very well be that there's a fire sign around you that has been helping you and supporting you. But it may be that during this month of January, you are taking on some of the characteristics of the Queen of Wands. You're being very forthright. You're speaking your mind. You know, you're not giving up. The Queen of Wands is very fiery in her nature. She's very passionate. And when she's, with the Queen of Wands, when she puts her mind to something, that's it. She's gung-ho about it. And when she truly believes in something, then, the Queen of Wands is so passionate. And sometimes it can come across in the wrong way with the Queen of Wands, like she's being very forceful, or she's trying to, force her views or her opinions onto others. But it's just because she gets so passionate about something, that she can't help herself to talk so passionately and openly about something. And because she truly believes in whatever this is, she then tries to how can I describe it? She tries to to get others to see what she sees and feels what she feels. So some of the characteristics of the Queen of Wands you may very well be taking on in this month of January. And it may be that some of those traits are going to help you, especially with this Justice card showing up. Moving on to Libra. Now Libra, we have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Swords. And we have the Three of Swords. So look, straight off the bat, the Three of Swords, it does talk about some heartbreak, sadness, loss. If Libra, we're talking about the actual loss of somebody, of one of your family or your loved ones, and obviously, you know, I send my heartfelt condolences to you. But the Three of Swords can also be, you know, we all suffer sadness and an element of heartache for many different reasons. For some of us, it can be the breaking down of a friendship. You know, for some, it can be the loss of a relationship. For others, it could be, you know, the loss of a job and the financial pressure that is going to put on us and our family. During this time with this, you know, this pandemic situation, lots of people are feeling the financial pressures and unfortunately have lost some employment. So the Three of Swords being there could be there for a number of different reasons. It's good to see the Queen of Swords there. You know, she is air element, okay? So it's showing to me that you are in your own element, okay? You know, you're displaying your own characteristics and traits this month, okay? You're showing the positive side to your character. The Queen of Swords is, you know, forthright. She speaks her mind. She's very logical, very analytical. So, you know, although we have that Three of Swords there suggesting some sadness or heartbreak, you know, you're not, if the Queen of Cups had been there, I could say, well, okay, this Three of Swords is having an impact on you emotionally, okay? But with that Queen of Swords there, you know, you are, as I said, you're using the positive traits and characteristics of your air sign, okay? You are remaining, as I said, logical, and you're looking at this in a very analytical way. The Nine of Pentacles, for me, always talks about that single person. Now, it doesn't have to really mean that you are single all the time, but it very much suggests somebody that is focusing on themselves. You know, the Nine of Pentacles talks about the lady in the card who is successful in her own right. That she does have a home, you know, she does have some money, you know, that she's in her garden, and in other tarot decks you'll see it's like a vineyard, and you know, she's created her successes through her own hard work. But sometimes for me, when I see the Nine of Pentacles, it can very much suggest somebody that needs to start to focus a little bit more on themselves and their own needs and their own wants, and need to take care of themselves first, okay? Right, moving on now to the three water signs. So we're going to start with Pisces, okay? Eight of Cups, Pisces. The Tower, major. Another major, the Magician. So Pisces, for some of you, January is going to be quite an intense month. We have that 8 of Cups there, okay? Now, the 8 obviously is one away from the 9 of Cups, and the 9 of Cups is the card that deals with wish fulfillment, okay? 8 of Cups is about walking away. It's something that we have heavily emotionally invested in. And we managed to get 8 cups, okay? We've managed to build up 8 cups. But there's 1 cup missing in order for us to have, for us, wish fulfillment, emotional happiness and contentment, okay? The thing I always like to say with the 8 of Cups is, in my mind, to get 8 is very good. You know, we're not talking about a relationship here or even a work situation, whatever this is for you, because it could be a friendship, a personal relationship. It could be work. You know, we put feelings and emotions into different areas of our lives. But whatever this was or is, to get 8 cups is not all bad, is it? It's just, it just says that there's something lacking and something missing. And no matter what we do, we don't do, what we say, what we don't say, what we give, what we don't give, we can never find that missing link. We can never get that missing cup. The Tower. Now, the Tower comes in when we need to remove ourselves from something or someone. So for me, with the Tower being there, it's suggesting to me that with the 8 of Cups there is something that you really now should be walking away from, or you should have in the recent past, and you haven't. And the Tower is almost the universe's way of coming in and bringing everything crashing down. People fear the Tower. The thing with the Tower that obviously can be fearful is the fact that it comes out of nowhere. It is literally like a bolt of lightning that just all of a sudden comes, and it sends everything crashing down. The thing to remember with the Tower, that first of all, if whatever this was working and was for your benefit and your future happiness, then the Tower wouldn't strike. If it was built on solid foundations, it would be able to withstand that bolt of lightning. It's very similar to the Death card. But the thing with the Tower is, as I said, it comes unexpectedly. And the reason being is because normally it's something that you yourself should have dealt with, something that you should have removed yourself from, and for whatever reason you haven't. But we have the Magician there. Now the Magician is number 1, okay? And the Magician is about realizing that you have all the tools and all the ingredients at your disposal to be able to manifest whatever it is that you want. You know, to me, the Tower is there because it's going to remove something from your life that really is not fulfilling you, that is not bringing you wish fulfillment, something that you yourself should have walked away from and you haven't. And when this happens, then you have the opportunity to create a life, a relationship, a work situation, a business, whatever this is. And it's something major. But you then have the opportunity to create something new that is going to bring you wish fulfillment and happiness. So don't see it, Pisces, as a negative. Look at it as a positive, because out of every negative there's always a positive. You just have to open your mind to be able to see it. Now, Pisces, don't sit there thinking to yourself, oh my goodness, you know, the tower, the tower, the tower. As I said, never make a tarot reading fit your life. If everything is fine in your life, if you are emotionally contented and happy, then, you know, don't worry. It's not going to be for everyone, okay? Moving on to Cancer. We have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Cups. And we have Temperance, a major. So look, Temperance we'll talk about first. Temperance can touch on patience. But the thing with Temperance is it's about tempering one's emotions, okay? Trying to keep an even keel. Not allowing ourselves to go too far either way, okay? So, you know, keeping an even keel this month, Cancer, is going to be very important. 8 of Pentacles. So putting hard work, time and effort into something, but also it's about renewed enthusiasm, because the 8 of Pentacles is often referred to as the apprentice. Well, most people would think if it's an apprentice card, then you're going to be right back to say number 1, not number 8. So with it being for me the 8 of Pentacles, the thing is we've come from the 7 of Pentacles. And the 7 of Pentacles is when we're, you know, we are at that stage where we're thinking about giving up on something. Where we're questioning whether it is worth investing more of our time and effort into whatever this is. And it can be anything for any of you. Again, it can be relationships, it can be work, business, whatever. But then when we get to the 8, we've made the decision here to continue with this. So we know that we've got to give it that final push to get to the 10. We've got to keep that, you know, that enthusiasm going. So we get that feeling back like you do when you are an apprentice and you're keen and you're eager to learn something and do something. So, you know, with the 8 of Pentacles, it is about putting in that hard work, that time and effort into something and pushing forward with this, determined to get back what you have invested. But in order to do that, you are going to have to temper your emotions. Now we have the Knight of Cups here, and this Knight comes in with a declaration, an offering of feelings and emotions. So for me, I feel that this month, Cancer, we may very well be talking more about a relationship situation here for you rather than a work situation. That it may be that there's either a declaration being made to you, or you are going to make a declaration to another individual. Maybe a relationship has hit a rocky patch. And maybe you were thinking over whether you want to continue in this relationship. But I feel that in this month of January, for those that this is applying to, there's going to be this renewed enthusiasm in you, where I feel that if you can temper your emotions and not allow yourself to, because the thing with Cancer is you're ruled by your emotions. You feel things, emotionally and feelings, and you can flare up quite quickly with your temper. And I know that because my father is a Cancer and my son is, and you can be quick to lose your temper. But again, it's because we're dealing with your feelings and your emotions here. So I think in this month of January, you need to temper that side to your character. But I do think that a declaration is going to be made, because I think you are going to have this renewed enthusiasm. And you're going to be prepared, I feel, to put some more effort and work a little bit harder within a relationship. Now, moving on, last but not least, to Scorpio. So Scorpio, we have the Two of Cups. We have the Wheel of the Year. And we have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands, you see she's got the 8 wands behind her. So these are all previous conflicts, battles, struggles that she's been through. And now they're there as protection, as a barrier. And she's holding the other wand quite in a way to defend herself, because she's almost expecting that there may be some other problems or conflict or issues to deal with. The thing with the Nine of Wands, it's about forewarned is forearmed, okay? She knows that she's been through these issues in the past. And now she knows that, there's going to be other issues, other hurdles to overcome. But this time round, she's ready, okay? She's expecting it. That's not to say it will happen, but she's prepared for it. As I said, forewarned is forearmed. Two of Cups. Two of Cups can talk about a relationship. Now, once again, a lot of other tarot readers will say the Two of Cups can talk about any relationship in your life. And I guess to a certain degree it can. It's about two people giving their cup to each other. The cup is of equal size and measure, okay? So both offering the same things to each other. And although we can be talking about friendship here, I still instinctively look at the Two of Cups and feel that we are still focusing more on personal relationships. But of course, it can talk about a friendship as well, okay? So the Two of Cups, as I said, offering your cup to another person and them to you. Talking about two people that are very like-minded, okay? That are on the same page. So when we use those sentences, yes, we can be talking about a friendship. I have friends that, yes, are very like-minded, that are very similar to me, and the people that maybe are not so similar to me, that are not on that same page as me, I guess could be more acquaintances rather than friends, The Wheel of the Year. nice card, the Wheel of Fortune in other tarot decks. You know, again, we're at the halfway mark with the Wheel of the Year. It's number 10, so we're halfway through, okay? And quite often, the thing with the Wheel of the Year is it's very karmic, okay? We don't control that wheel. In our lives, we all go through those periods where everything seems to be going well. Everything's going our way. And we just automatically think, oh no, you know, things are going too well. What's going to happen? Because we just instinctively know that something bad is going to pop up, you know, it's going to rear its ugly head, okay? And that, you can say, is when the wheel starts to go in the reverse. This card is in the upright for you, suggesting that, you know, there's an opportunity here for some good luck, okay, for some good fortune. But also, with the Wheel of the Year showing up, it could suggest that there is an opportunity here. If there has been some issues, some conflict, and with the Nine of Wands showing up, it would suggest there is. And it would suggest that if it's the Nine of Wands, we're talking about another person that you have known for some time. That there may very well be an opportunity here to reconnect with another individual that you may have fallen out with in the past. Now, this could be a friendship. This could be a personal relationship. It could be a family member, okay? We have to keep that in mind with the Two of Cups, okay? That it can mean a relationship, not just personal. So I feel, Scorpio, that this month of January, you may very well have an opportunity here to reconnect and have another opportunity at a relationship of whatever sort is going to be different for all of you. But when you re-enter into this relationship, as I said, with that Nine of Wands, you're forewarned. Forewarned is forearmed, because you know that you've had issues with this other individual in the past. That you are very similar, that you are like-minded, but for whatever reasons, there's been conflict and difficulties. And although you get on very well together, and as I said, you are very like-minded, you are well aware that there could be cause for more arguments and conflict in the future. So this time round, when you enter back into this relationship, because I think that's what we're talking about here, you are prepared, and maybe so prepared that you may very well choose to act accordingly, act in a different way, maybe modify the way you interact with this person so as not to cause any more arguments or conflict. Okay, those are your general readings for this month of January. I hope you enjoy them. I hope they help you. Please continue to like and leave comments, and feel free to share. And also, if you would like to book a personal reading, I can arrange that for you, okay? As we're in the month of January, I am offering the yearly readings. But if not, you can have just the normal reading, okay? So for those, you'll need to email me at lisa.groundcoppermill@gmail.com, all lowercase. And yeah, I'll be back with you in February. Thank you for watching and take care. Bye.